Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've...
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tennessee Volunteers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Vols have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Ware. It's complete to the left. And they get him down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back, getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sexton. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They'll immediately call timeout. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out and continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man. It's Sexton. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here.
Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And the Commodores pick up the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking to throw at Sexton. Safe completion on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Commodores will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He's up to 81 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Vols in the hurry-up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but He definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Ware. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. Snap it to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield.
And it's on the ground. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Sexton. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the ground. Into
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch.
Can anyone catch him? And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll give it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Vols want to move quickly. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 18. Substitute on the football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Sexton. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
A third and long coming up here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Handoff to the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He fires to the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sexton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Takes the easy completion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking downfield, it's Sexton. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his snaps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making them honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Sexton. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Off he goes! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Ware. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. The Vols are marching down the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Swings it out to his running back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown Vols! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To throw, it's Sexton. Finds his tight end.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Running to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in 3rd and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They're bringing heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Volunteers. The defense with the scoop and score. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar